Hi, well, I'm back after a very long time, but well, I'm back. So in this tutorial, I just want to go over the basics of any files and how to read and write in them. Well, first of all, an any file is a way to store information outside your game. I haven't exactly found that much use for them, but you might, so I'm just going to show you how they work. So really it's useful to have a new folder for that. I'm just going to call it My Game. Open it up, and open GameMaker. And I am so glad I got GameMaker 8 and my menus actually work this time. I mean, you know, object menus here, the text shows up. Okay, so let's just, let me just show you. I'm going to have it so when you, I mean, this is going to have no use in games, what I'm about to do, but it just to show you an example. So you can have it if you press this object. You add some code. So if you left press this object, I'm gonna just do something like this. Okay, so when you when you're either reading or writing to or from an any file, I hope I'm not sounding too confusing, you always need to open it first with code. So just picture yourself opening up a file and type any open. I'm just going to call it, first of all, put it in quotes, my game.ini. And if it doesn't exist, it will automatically create it, so that's nice. So yeah, now that it's open, I'm gonna say, say you want to ask the user for a string, or basically a line of text. So the main equals get string what is your name, default. Oh, duh, I totally messed up. Sorry. This should be not a variable called name. I'm really getting confusing here. Sorry. So basically what I'm going to do instead is do a function called any write, and it gives you two options: any write real, any write string. And in this case, we're asking for a name, like I said in my mistake. So I'm going to choose write any string. Any write real is basically asking for a number. So any write string, put little parentheses here, section. Now a section, let me show you an example in a text file what this sort of looks like. A section is going to be in, well, I can't remember what these little square bracket thingies are called, but it goes, a section, it goes in here. So, user info, that would be a section. So I'll just type in quotation marks user info. And you could get rid of these quotation marks and make it a variable to suit your needs if you need it, but in this case I'm just using strings, kinds of text. The next thing is the key, which is basically like in any variable. So we could say the variable is name, and it'll show an equal sign. Then let me put here. So in quotation marks, name, that's the key, and after that is the string, basically the value of what the name's going to be. So get rid of the equal sign, my big mistake, sorry, and put getString what's your name in there, and voila. Yeah, hopefully that'll work. Okay, so then after that do any close. So we've got our section, our key, and our value. In this case, since it's any right string, it's a string, a line of text. So that should work, and then I'm going to, well, not that you'd really do this in a game, and choose right pressed, and I'll show you an example of how any read string works, or any read real. So, okay, you need to type any open, then a file name, like the first one, it needs to be the same, my game .ini. Always need to type the file extension. So any read string, and like it said, you can also do real, but that's not what we're doing right now. So any read string, make tons of typos. Section, gotta make sure it's the same section here. So the section is user info. That's my dad there. Key. And the key is name. I'm famous for typos. And the value. When it comes to reading, there's something called a default, and so if you're reading a value from an any file that you didn't use the any write function for, this is what it'll say instead. So in this case, I want it to just be an empty string, but it could be Lizzie. By default. So if anyone just was reading the string, it would say Lizzie automatically, even if it was a guy, which would be kind of embarrassing. What?
I want to play some music in here.
Can I finish, please? Please. Okay, and closing that up in parentheses. And so I messed up again. This all works here. I just and to make sure something happens visibly on the screen. So show message, another typo, yay me. So it'll automatically show the value in the ini file. So, oh, don't forget any, I'm so punched for typos, any close, there. Okay, and of course can't click on object 0 without a sprite, so I'm just gonna make a plain black one and make it so I can just click on it. Adding a room for testing. Adding my object. Testing. Let's just hope this works. Okay, so if I left click, it asks me, what is your name? Oh shoot. Excuse me, I just made another mistake. I forgot to save my game in the file that the ini file is supposed to go into. So clicking on desktop, opening my game, saving the game as my game. Wow. And running. Left pressed. Hopefully this will work this time. Lizzie. If I right click, it shows me Lizzie. So if I want to change my name to, I don't know, blah, it shows me blah. So let me show you what that looks like. So open my folder, my game's in there, and then it created a my game ini automatically, which is nice. I'm going to open it up. User info, the section, automatically added it, and the key name equals blah. I have such a beautiful name, don't I? I'm going to change it back to Lizzie. So if I close this up again, it says Lizzie now. So I hope you can see how that works, and it's pretty simple. And I'm not really sure what you would want to use this for. Maybe, yeah, I'm really not sure what you would want to use this for, but it can come in handy in some cases, I guess.